You're listening to Abruptly with Preeti. Is silence really golden, or does it lead to cracks in a relationship? After working in the kitchen for over 2 hours, Rhea came to the living room where her husband Raghav was sitting with his phone in his hand. She sat next to him and started swiping through the apps on her phone. Both of them continued to fiddle with their phones until Rhea felt like dozing off and headed towards the bedroom after saying goodnight to Raghav. By and large, this described Rhea's routine for the past 2 out of 4 years of married life. Unlike her, Raghav had always been on the quieter side, favoring to listen more than talking. His patient and involved listening had covered up for his not-so-chatty yet charming personality. During their dating period and the initial years of married life, Rhea was happy to do most of the talking. But with passing time, frustration started seeping in for always being the talker. And she gradually started tilting towards silence around Raghav. Even though she knew that staying quiet only defined Raghav's temperament and not his love for her. Their interactions were fast turning into information exchange, limiting their deeper conversation to merely a few lines. Over a period of time, Rhea had relented to the hardwired silent trait of Raghav and compensated for less talking at home by having long-drawn conversations with co-workers and friends outside. Being confined indoors for over 90 days during the lockdown challenged everything. It disrupted her coping mechanism and compelled her to confront the problem head-on. Since on the face of it, her struggle seemed trivial and ambiguous, she kept living in denial until its adverse effects started showing in her behavior as rage, frustration, irritation, and misery. There were times when Rhea felt like she was trapped in a vacuum, suspended away from all human interaction. The silence has started echoing in their married life, to a point where Rhea was growing apart from Raghav. Although resentment was bottling up inside her, Rhea refused to reveal the reason to Raghav, despite him asking multiple times. If he doesn't feel the need to talk to me, then it's pointless to bring it up anyways, she would think in her head. While she was accepting Raghav's silence as a hallmark on her married life, this pandemic made her reflect on the problem closely. She figured that her own unwillingness to communicate the impact of Raghav's trait on her was the bigger part of the problem. Leaving her phone in the bedroom, Rhea headed towards the dining area where Raghav was sitting. The Struggle series was a product of the pandemic, but its stories are universal. If this tale touched you, I would love to hear about it. You can find me on Instagram and Facebook at Stories by Preeti or email me at preeti@coloredchalk.in. For everything else, check out my website preetishah.com. Don't forget to subscribe to this show on the podcast app you love. We are available everywhere. Thank you for listening. Until next time.